program is inspired by inspiration. And the main purpose of this program is for us to share our stories with those who we know, friends, families, and strangers, and in hope that that will inspire you to achieve your work. So now for the people that are going to be speaking here today, all of them, they've started a business, they've done their journey, they've gone through the route of understanding themselves. And we hope that by the way you interact with them, the way they talk to you, the way you understand them, a sense of clarity will be established. And once that is done, right there, the sky is the limit. So, firstly, we're going to start with a quote, my own quote, which says, to become a king or queen, you must first behead the coward you used to be. And you must believe in yourself. The coward in you is that part of you that delays you from taking action. For any person to believe in you, you must believe in yourself. Without you believing in yourself, the world cannot believe in you. And once you believe in yourself, you can give the world that which is within you. The success in you is that which you give the world. Here is one thing that in the world is not normally said. Your success is within you. Irrespective of the external environment you find yourself, irrespective of where you find yourself, that success is within you. My perfect example for people who are born with confidence are babies. Have you ever tried taking chicken out from the hand of a baby? Have you ever tried to stop a baby from climbing a wall? They will fall, they will stand up, they will fall, they will stand up. Why? Because there's a sense of clarity in their being, and that is what you need. In order for you to build confidence, you need clarity. That is the blueprint, the underlying blueprint for anything that you do in this world. Confidence is the fundamental structure for everything that has been built in the world. When you build in confidence, you need to stack it up like a mason, right? You need to build it brick by brick. You have to make sure your daily action impact with you yourself, the promise you've kept to yourself. Every action you take will build your confidence. I believe everyone is born with a level of confidence. It's just that society or external factors may teach you otherwise. Now, here is one thing. Everyone is here today. You've eaten, you've dressed, you've stood up. That takes a level of discipline, yes? You are at this age where you are, you will be considered an adult, yes? For you to get to that stage, what did you have? You had to build a level of discipline, right? And for you to build that level of discipline, you require what? Clarity, daily action, and the promise you kept to yourself that I am going to make sure I get to this stage of my life, right? So now the problem a lot of people have is transferring that skills. You see, you have confidence, but is the transference of it to another stage of life. Now, we are not taught to look at things holistically. Myself, I am the school of thought that I need to look at things holistically, not just linear. Same way you act at home, the same way you dress your bed, the same way you take a shower so that you don't smell, so that you smell good, the same way you eat to take care of yourself, but the same level of discipline that you can transfer to the next stage of your life. And that is you what? Keeping a promise to yourself. And once you've done that, there's a level of confidence you have in yourself. Compared to you and a child or a teenager growing up, there are things you do now flawlessly, yes? Why? Because you build that level of confidence in yourself. And that's all you need to do in order to build that. Now, going forward, this is just me introducing you about what we're going to be talking about today, confidence. And the next phase is the tenacity. Now, the tenacity is the force that keeps you going when things are no longer going, when there is no light in the tunnel. Tenacity is that force that keeps you when everything is falling apart. Tenacity is that which tells you that if I'm not accepted at this table, I can build my own table. Tenacity is that strength that gives you the sovereignty. Tenacity is that makes you create a table, that makes you trust your inner ability. Tenacity is that gives you an operating clarity within yourself, that you trust yourself, your self-belief in yourself. That is what tenacity builds in you. At the beginning, it might not look like it. I can bet £1,000 here. There was a time when you were in school, you never thought you would pass a particular subject. You don't know what you'll do the next day. But here you are. Did you survive? I had an interaction. Did you survive?
Yeah.
Yes? Are you here today?
Yes.
Exactly. You did those assignments. Yes. You spoke to that boy, that girl, you know. Yes. You might have got your heart broken, but you're here, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But that built you to the next level. And that is also tenacity. So now, here is the thing. Before the ending of today, what we will try and do for you is to impact you with a knowledge of self-belief, showing up for yourself with confidence, and understanding that everything you go through is building something in you, right? And everybody that will be speaking here today, they've gone through that phase. So, in all and all, just make sure you got none of this is in your system. If it's in your system, this is the coward side of you. It's not a bad thing. Everyone here has always been a coward. There was a time I used to stammer when I was young. I, used to, I could not pronounce properly. But what happened? Well, a little bit of in the where I'm from. That's how they discipline. But there was one thing, right? There was one thing that was instilled in me, right? My grandparents would give me books, but I found out something. When I was playing, I could talk perfectly fine. So what did they do? They encouraged me to play. But while I was playing, they made me, study. They made me understand. They made me to understand that you don't have to wait for permission to do what you need to do. Instead, Ade, have you done that? Lume, are you doing that? Right? They position my mindset to make sure that I don't wait for permission. I create for myself. They didn't have to tell me to go read that book. They didn't have to tell me to start something. I had a farm as a kid. I grew maize. I grew different things on my own just because I was trying to prove my teachers wrong. You know, right? Yeah. But what they taught me was this: was you have to create a table for yourself, right? You have to make sure your validation comes from within. Do not always wait for external validation. No, you don't need that. Yes, there's a level of time in your life you would need that. When you start, yes, you need that stuff. But later on, it doesn't serve you. It serves no purpose in your well-being because the mission you have and the objective you have for yourself is in your mind. Nobody can see it except you show it, except you express it, except you create it. That's why most times you tell people your dreams, your aspirations, they cannot relate because it's not in them, it's in you. So that which is in you is that which you can give the reward, like I said earlier. So you have to make sure you just go out there and do it. I believe Nike says just do it, right? It's like Nike, just do it. You don't have to worry about anything. And also, you have to learn to remove self-doubt. It's okay to have self-doubt at the beginning. It means you're human. But you don't dwell on it. Actually, when you have doubt about something, you're on the right path. You know why? Because you're starting afresh. You're accumulating on it. The system does not know what to do with it. Your internal system does not understand how to react to this. Yes, you're on the right path, but instead of stopping or letting fear stop you, no, you don't do that. Instead, what you need to do is you need to take that in, mellow with it, settle with it, get comfortable with it, get the engine rolling, and get yourself moving. Right? Once you do that, my dear, there is nothing anyone can stop you. It's like you being lazy. If you say you're going to sleep on the bed for the whole day, who's gonna come? Who's gonna come disturb you? Anybody? No. But if you say you're going to do it, who's gonna disturb you? Nobody. If they disturb you, you have the choice not to. It's still the same philosophy, but you applied it differently because of the way we are taught. If you want to be lazy, you're lazy. That's fine. But it's still the same motivation, still the same confidence, still the same tenacity, the same level that you used to sleep and be lazy is the same that you used to do what you need to do. So at the ending, after all this is said and done, each individual possesses the ability to do what they set their mind to. The only thing that is lacking is the belief. We have all grown up in a society where you are taught to give your belief outside, to believe in something instead of believing in yourself. The key point of you believing in yourself now, a lot of successful people, you call them what stingy, they don't have time for me, they're doing that, or when you are busy, that's how you see things. Why? Because you believe in yourself. You're doing what is best for you, and there is nothing stopping you. That is what powers you, your belief. The way you see yourself is the way the world will relate to you. If you see yourself as stupid, dumb, people relate to you that way. If you see yourself as a king, as a queen, well, the world will relate to you that way. So in all that you do,
Eliminate the coward in you. Take it off. Take it off, man. I mean, you can bring it on that way in the house. That's fine. You know, that's between you and you. But don't forget, whatever you do in house is what will reflect outside. What you consume, the way you live your life, it will reflect outside. There are certain stages in your life where I think being a coward might be wise, but not necessary, because in the world we live in right now, it does not serve a purpose. For this world that you live in, you need to believe yourself to be a king. You need to believe yourself to be a queen, so that you can always dominate in your own awareness. And once you do that every single day, every single moment of your life, have that as your mindset. Either being you need to worry about what anybody else is saying, what anybody else is thinking about you. You can always go out there and achieving that which you have set your mind to. So now this is just me trying to get us to a level that we all will to relate to me. So now, if you forget everything I have said, just remember two things. One, in order to be a king or queen, you have to eliminate coward in you. And number two, make sure you show for yourself. All right. Thank you very much. And